On today's episode of Weird Things on YouTube that happen on these videos until I become famous. My live streams have become increasingly wilder. I don't even know how we go to where we go to in my live streams, but we go to places. We have some creative minds in my community, and well, all I have to say is some wild things happen in my community too, and I'll tell you more about it after I roll the intro like I roll a joint. Today's episode is brought to you by the word of the day. Today's word of the day is wild. Yes, wild. Today, just so much wild things have happened. Things that have made me consider making a word of the day segment on my channel. So today's word of the day is wild. And yes, it's probably gonna happen after every intro. And that's how we do it here. We have some classic segments. Sometimes they just brew and they birth themselves like amoeba. Ain't that cool? Ain't that cool? Wild. That's wild. See what I mean? Today's word today is wild. I read this today, but I read that they need to give Invincible some filler episodes just so Mark Grayson could catch a break. And I'm with that. I'm with that. Like, Mark Grayson just either always getting his ass kicked or he's kicking ass. He's either doing one of two things. He's getting his ass kicked or kicking the ass. There's no in between. You know? There is actually an in between. He does get sexy time. In darkness, it is okay. As long as you are the one in control of the darkness, you can traverse the darkness. Then tell the darkness, fuck you, and be like, there will no longer be darkness. See, that's a matter of perception. You choose whether or not darkness is a problem or not in your life. Do you become one with the darkness? Yeah. Sometimes it's good to do so. Life be lifing, and dark be darking. Ain't that right, Willow? Darkness. My camera won't even focus. Wow. That's wild. I said the word of the day. What's up? You know, just doing these videos here. I got a fan right beside me. You know, I'm sleeping with the fan. Oh no. You know, that's the only way I'd sleep with a fan. Or is it? Just kidding. Just kidding. Or am I? Am I kidding or not? Yes, I am. Or is this a joke? No, it's not. It just hit you as one of those confusing things. You know, my streams are some of the most wild things you could enter. We will be talking about literally anything that comes to mind in my streams. Like, seriously, I have never seen so many conversations go so many ways and inspire so much new stuff. Um, you have to be there, you know? You know how you can actually be there at my streams? You know that subscribe button? Yeah. And if you already have it hit, if you hit those bells, that lovely bell, it will let you know when I'm streaming. And you could be like, hey, I could go hang out with Devin. Seriously, hanging out with me in my streams is one of the most fun things you could do. Like, time somehow flies by fast. Like, so fast. I'll be doing something, then all of a sudden an hour and 12 minutes goes by, and I'm like, oh, now I have 8 minutes to do this. Then 4 minutes goes by super fast. It feels like 2 minutes have gone by. Like, has my time undergone inflation too? Like, what's going on, man? Or woman? Father time? Father time. I missed it. I missed the eclipse. I couldn't sacrifice anything. Is it a big bummer? No, it's not. No, it's not, because I was asleep. And sleep is worth it sometimes. Mm. You know, my bed could fit 2 people. But on the other side of my bed, a guitar goes. Oh, accidentally showed a little too much there. Behave, you. Behave. Nope. Hmm. You know, Easter's on 420 this year. That means we're putting out edibles for the Easter Bunny. If the Easter Bunny somehow, that's how we catch her, the Easter Bunny. Easter Bunny just gets hit with like some premium CBD, and he's like, eh. Then you could take all the Easter Bunny's chocolate, and then you could find the Easter One Piece, which is the One Piece of Easter. I'm not sure what the One Piece is of Easter, but legend has it, if you go through all the islands, you go to the one island at the end of all the islands, you encounter it. You know, every time I hear that One Piece intro, and I hear One Piece, I used to say of ass. So one piece of ass. Imagine if that's the One Piece right there. Luffy just figuring out what it's like to be a man, what it's like to go face deep in a muffin mound. Learning that being the Pirate King means getting that pirate ring. If you know what I mean. Gotta get that pirate ring. I'm starting to sound like my viewers. Some of my viewers be super, 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 super sexual and horny and stuff. I need a bonk animation or something. Bonk. I am here to bonk everybody. Yes, I filmed a lot of this laying down. And you know what I have to say to that? Papa, I filmed this how I want to film it. And just like how I respond to people telling me how I make my videos, I make my videos how I make my videos. I make my videos how I want to make my videos. Nothing will change that. The washing machine is done. Now it's just time for the dryer to finish. Then I can switch the loads over. Whee! And after I switch the loads over, I can go to bed. You know how awesome that is? Going to bed after you do all your chores. You could feel like super fucking accomplished for doing it. You're like, hey, I did all the adult things. I did all the adult things. And you get to reward yourself for doing the adult things. Oh, yes, you get to reward yourself for doing the adult things. My hip just popped into place. You know, I feel like I need to go to a ghost town and study a ghost town and check out, like, check out some of the history of a ghost town. Well, I would need to go check out ghost towns. GoPro camera. I would also need flashlight. Just kidding. I would also need flashlight. That's what I meant. I would also need a wagon or something to carry back the stuff I find. Should I find some stuff? Do I go looting? Maybe. Looting in the ghost towns. Just taking all my bling off. Yeah. Hunker down. Get ready for tomorrow. Because tomorrow I'm going to be laying some eggs. And you're probably wondering, laying an egg? What do you mean laying an egg? Well, one of the wild ladies of my YouTube community want me to lay Cadbury cream eggs like a hen somehow. And I already know how. It's going to be blessed. It's going to be blessed. Stay tuned for tomorrow when I do that. Will I actually pop one out my ass? It's going to be funny. Well, they're hitting the prices on the sealed Yu-Gi-Oh product. This is not a good economic time for Yu-Gi-Oh players. Not one bit. Thank you, living human Cheeto. Okay, what is this? Where are we looking at? What is beside my old face here? Is it wild? Would you deem this as wild? I know that there are several things that could be deemed as wild. And sometimes it's good to be a little wild. Because it would be boring if you couldn't let loose a bit. And feel like you couldn't be as wild as you wanted to. You know, what is this? I almost lost track. Also, if you tell me which this is, and I really like what you have to say, I will pin your comment, as this video's been comment. What is this? Well, here we are at the meme portion, and today, because it's Pi Day, I'm going to do pie memes. Because last time I had the ability to do something like this on Pi Day, I didn't take it. Look at this, you cutie pie. Everybody who watches my videos, you know, your attractive level goes up like at least 50%. You become at least 50% more attractive when you like my channel. And when you subscribe to my channel, you get 75% more. Technically, if you don't count it, it counts as one piece. I couldn't eat a whole pie by myself. I'm not that big. I'm not that much of a big back. I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd only be able to feasibly handle one piece of pie, which is like maybe like a sixth of that, and be able to relax. Hell, maybe even an eighth. Oh my god. Klaatu Varacta Nikto. Remember Evil Dead 2? Evil Dead 2 is my favorite movie. My favorite horror film of all time. Evil Dead 2 is just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Evil Dead 2 is one of the best horror films in existence, period. And I stand it. Oh my god. Imagine if that's the piece I took. I would be throwing hands with whoever cut that piece in the middle right there. Like, that's a holiday hate crime right there. Who does that? Who even does that? Like, I saw this and I had to include this in today's meme segment. But like, who does that? Oh, look. 3.14 backwards is pi. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. It's why we got the name pi from 3.14. I think it's all linked. It's all a big conspiracy from Big Pi. all from Big Pi. Yeah, it's the math pi day, not like literal pi day. Like, you gotta like pi regardless. Well, here we are to the end of the video. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to drink your water because that's super important always.